Hello everybody, my name is Championator 9000 and welcome back to part 4 of the New York Mets, MLB The Show franchise. We are in the first game we're playing in May. Last game we played, we were victorious. Last game we played, we were victorious over the Washington Nationals. Neil Walker was the hero of that one. 2 homers in the game. Final score 6-4 in extras. I think. How many innings? In 13 innings, yes. So now, first game of May, we are playing Lance McCullers, Sam Dyson. Playing for, we have Lance McCullers, Giants, Sam Dyson. Gonna start doing this. Alright, we'll just wear our alternate home. Back to Citi Field we go. Yes, we did make a trade in the last episode. So leading off for the New York Mets is Billy Hamilton, hitting second, and he is playing center field, hitting second. Playing second base, I almost said shortstop because he's a switch hitter. Neil Walker, first base, hitting third. First baseman Joey Votto, hitting fourth. Left fielder Michael Conforto, hitting fifth. Shortstop is Asdrubal Cabrera, hitting sixth. Right fielder Curtis Granderson, hitting seventh, is catcher Travis d'Arnaud. Hitting 8th is third baseman David Wright, and hitting 9th is pitcher Lance McCullers. I switched that, sorry. And the starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants is hitting first, third baseman Eduardo Nunez, hitting second, right fielder Hunter Pence, hitting third, first baseman Brandon Belt, hitting fourth, shortstop Brandon Crawford, hitting fifth, catcher Buster Posey, hitting sixth, center fielder Denard Span, hitting seventh, second baseman Joe Panik, hitting eighth, left fielder Jarrett Parker, and hitting ninth, it said closing pitcher Sam Dyson. That is odd. Oh, oops. I don't know what I did. There. So Lance McCullers takes the mound to start off the game. He has had a pretty good year thus far. Fires in the first pitch of the game, and it is an outside fastball for ball 1. And change up in there for ball 2 to Eduardo Nunez. Nunez has traveled teams a lot, I think. And he pops that one up to the shortstop Cabrera. And Asdrubal Cabrera is there to catch it for out number 1. Now Hunter Pence steps in, not having a good year so far, hitting 152 with 1 homer, 6 RBIs. Very bad season for him. It is still early though. It's only the second month of the season. 1-1 McCullers, grounder to the first baseman Votto, and he steps on first for out number 2. Now the first baseman Brandon Belt steps in. Ball 1. Second pitch from McCullers fouled off. 1-1 count. Lance McCullers sets. Fires in the pitch. Swung over top of by Brandon Belt. Strike 2. And Belt barely able to foul off the low changeup from McCullers. And Belt swings over it. Darno catches it. Out number 3. McCullers gets out of the inning with only 13 pitches. Billy Hamilton steps in. I had my Road to the Show character on Dynamic. Billy Hamilton, here we go. He's stepping in. Oh my God. First pitch lined off of Sam Dyson. Hamilton thrown out. The manager's out to challenge. That'll give San Francisco time to check on their pitcher. Yikes. Straight line drive right off the pitcher. He was out by a lot. Not gonna challenge that one. Oh, whoops. I realized I'm doing something wrong. Matt Moore steps in. Looks like Sam Dyson had to be taken out of the game after only 1 pitch. Now, Neil Walker steps in, and he, on the first pitch, rips one, but that is Brandon Crawford there at shortstop to reel it in for out number 2. Joey Votto steps in his first at-bat as a New York Met and strike 1. The Mets gave up Yoenis Cespedes and two bullpen pitchers to get Billy Hamilton and Joey Votto. And Joey Votto in his first at-bat as a New York Met places it right into right field. Well hit ground ball right down the plate. Votto, great swing. Now Michael Conforto steps in. He's third in the National League batting race. Check swing, and good thing he checked that swing because that was outside for ball 1. But you have to feel bad for Sam Dyson. Threw 1 pitch today, and he was taken out. Meanwhile, Michael Conforto pops out, flies out to the left fielder. Brandon Crawford watches a high fastball for ball 1. As I was saying, Sam Dyson, check swing, called, no swing, ball 1. But 1 pitch, and then Billy Hamilton was not able to beat out an infield hit. That was surprising. It was a very hard hit ball, and Crawford goes down on strikes. It was very hard hit, and it was too fast for Sam Dyson to do anything with it. Just tried to get out of the way. Unfortunately, he was not able to get out of the way and had to leave the game. But Billy Hamilton, one of the fastest players in the majors, was not able to beat it out after the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez. Did he go? No, he did not. After the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez, made an amazing play. Posey fouls that one off. Amazing play. Picked it up barehanded, just threw it onto first as fast as he could. And that's a ball, full count. McCullers fouled off. But, yeah, great play by Eduardo Nunez. Sorry, Sam Dyson, and McCullers get Posey. Lance McCullers came here with Dallas Keuchel from Houston. And has been on fire ever since. Maybe a change of scenery was what he needed, as you can see in this game. He is doing pretty good. That one was called strike 3, but you know, Lance McCullers doing pretty well. David Wright steps in, batting .259, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. He's having a pretty good year. And he swings over top of the circle change for strike number 1. Matt Moore, of course, came in for relief off of Sam Dyson. And as Drupal Cabrera steps in, David Wright flew out foul territory. Hunter Pence. Oh my God! As Drupal Cabrera did not get very much of that one, and Hunter Pence again. There you go for out number 2. Curtis Granderson 0 for 7 against Matt Moore. Though he hit that ball great, that got over Hunter Pence's head, and now he is 1 for 8 against Moore. That is an 8-game hitting streak for Curtis Granderson. Travis d'Arnaud steps in. And the pitch to d'Arnaud from Moore is a swinging check swing on the knuckler for strike 1, fouled off. Now, second pitch from Moore to d'Arnaud, and I thought he held up. That is not what the home plate umpire saw, and he is quickly down 0-2. And he checks the swing again. d'Arnaud strikes out. So Moore gets out of the inning after the 2-out double from Granderson. Lance McCullers up against Joe Panik, the second baseman. Curveball in there, strike 1. 1-1 count. 31st pitch of the game, fouled off by Panik. And McCullers fly ball out to the outfield. That is Billy Hamilton, and he catches it for out number 1. Parker, Jarrett Parker, the left fielder, watches that one for ball 1. Have not heard much of Jarrett Parker before. Think this might be his rookie year. Swung over that one for strike 2. But he's obviously doing something right, as he is the starting left fielder for the Giants. That ball ripped foul. Yikes. And the next pitch from McCullers, fouled off by Parker. Lance McCullers not having a high pitch count at all. Parker goes down on strikes. Has 38 pitches. Now Matt Moore, the pitcher, steps in. 38 pitches. Make that 39. We are in the 3rd inning, so nothing out of the ordinary. And outside changeup from Lance McCullers. Strike 2 from McCullers on Matt Moore. And strike 3, Moore goes down swinging. So, after 3 innings, now we are in the bottom of the 3rd. Lance McCullers is leading off for the Mets, checks the swing, ball 1. Matt Moore looking to strike out McCullers like McCullers did him. 1-1 count. McCullers fouls that one off. Would have been a called strike anyways, though If he made good contact that one, he would have just gotten jammed. That was high end inside. He fouled that one off. McCullers maybe just looking to get inside of Moore's head, but he is not able to. Strikes out, but now the top of the order comes in. The pitcher killer, Billy Hamilton, steps in. Check swing, ball one. Will Matt Moore end up like Sam Dyson? No, but he did hit it in the pitcher's direction. Hamilton again thrown out. Neil Walker steps in. He was the hero in the last video. As I went over the box score, you may have saw he hit 2 bombs, and he got a base hit in this one. Hit 2 home runs. One, of course, being the 2-run bomb in the top of the 13th. That would eventually end the game as the Mets would hang on to win it in the bottom half of the inning. Joey Votto, the newly acquired Met, had a single, and now he has his first home run as a Met. Out of here, raise the Big Apple, welcome to New York. Only his 9th of the season, but you know, he keeps this up. He will make the home run derby. Michael Conforto steps in, 2-0 Mets here, bottom of the 3rd. Bunt against the shift. No one was there, and Conforto beats out an infield hit. Wow, that was very impressive. Look at this again. He saw that there was no one on that side of the infield. The closest player was the pitcher. And he just, wow. Smart baseball from the left fielder, Michael Conforto. Now David Wright steps in. Line drive, gets down in the gap. Conforto rounding third. He is going to be safe at the plate with an RBI triple from David Wright. Now with Drupal Cabrera steps in with 2 away. Talk about a 2-out rally. And swings over the circle change. Matt Moore, circle change, probably his best pitch so far. Yep. Cabrera, blooper. Second baseman Panic is there, catches it out number 3, but not before the Mets strike for 3, 2 of them coming off the bat of Joey Votto. Out of there. Eduardo Nunez, the third baseman, steps in for his second at-bat. Strike 1. Lance McCullers having a pretty good outing so far. 1-1 count, and 2-seamer fouled off from Nunez. 1-2, McCullers kicks, fires, Nunez down swinging for out number 1. Hunter Pence ground out in the first. As I said before, having a pretty poor year. Doesn't look like that's going to change this game. I mean, wow. McCullers, 1-1 count again. Seems to have a lot of those. Change up though. Gets Pence. 1-2. And Pence hits that ball to right. That will be Curtis Granderson there to catch it for out number 2. Brandon Belt, the powerhouse of the team, steps in. First pitch ball, grounder to the shortstop Cabrera. He throws it on to first. 4 out, number 3. Votto catches it. We head bottom of the 4th inning. Curtis Granderson now up. The pitch to Granderson. Oh, he tried laying down a bunt too. It did not work out as well as it did for Conforto. But he does have 3 strikes to work with, so he tries it again. He's not able to get it down the third base line. So Matt Moore, the pitcher, picks it up as it went right in front of him, throws it on the first for out number 1. Now the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, steps in. He is not having a bad year at all. And he swings over a horrible pitch. That ball, killing some moles down there. This is not golf. Now 1-1 count. Moore, that was his 30th pitch of the game only. Oh, wow. Good hit by Travis d'Arnaud, but good play by the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, for out number 2. Now the pitcher, Lance McCullers, is in the box. And he fouls that one off. So, bottom of the 4th inning, 3-0 Mets. Oh, check swing. 1-1. Moore has thrown barely any pitches, but he has given up 3 runs. McCullers has thrown more, but he has given up no runs. So, top of the 5th inning, Brandon Crawford steps in. Strike 1. Strike 2. And ground ball from Crawford. Second baseman Walker picks it up, throws it on Nevada at first for out number 1. This would be, I believe, second baseman Joe Panic. And on the first pitch, he pops that one up. The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, under it. Out number 2. Denard Span steps in. Oh, called ball 1. Not a good call from the umpire. And then a pitch in the same exact spot is called a strike. And that will make it a 2-1 count. McCullers. Oh my God! What was that call by the umpire? You can hear the groans and moans from the home crowd, and there goes a perfect game off a bad call. Oh no, now Joe Panic steps in. Off of multiple bad calls, actually, from the umpire. So, looks like pitching coach just visiting the mound, making sure Lance McCullers is okay. And Span takes second on the wild pitch. Strike 1 though. McCullers. Grounder. Walker fields it on to first. Votto catches it. And that will end the top of the 5th. Don't get too excited yet, as you saw he was struggling that inning. But that is 5 hitless innings for Lance McCullers. So Billy Hamilton steps in, the pitcher killer. And he rips one down the line. That will be his first hit as a New York Met. Neil Walker steps in. And a pitch out. Neil Walker is in. That would be ball one. Hamilton was stealing. He decided to go back to first. And another pitch out. So 2-0 to Walker. Oh, he fouls off the knuckleball. 1-2 count. Billy Hamilton was going. Looks like the hit and run is still on. Walker cranks one. It is caught. Wild throw. Hamilton caught in a rundown. And he is thrown out. Tagged out, sorry. Joey Votto steps in. He is hitting 1,000 on the day. And that will end his 1,000 hitting streak. So out number 3. Now Jarrett Parker steps in, the left fielder. Strike one. And fly ball out to Conforto in right. He catches it, out number 1. Nick Hundley comes in, pinch hitting for Matt Moore. Foul ball. That was not good. You have to know McCullers was freaking out on that one. 0-2 count. Hundley grounds that one to Walker at second. Votto at first catches the throw from Walker for out number 2. Now the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez. Outside, fastball, ball 1. And that one fouled off, 1-1 count. McCullers gets him to hit a loop line drive that bounces in front of Votto for out number 3. So, he is now through 6 innings. No hits given up. Michael Conforto steps in to lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Mets. That ball cranked foul. You have to think that most of the fans in this stadium right now are thinking that the Mets hitting is like a commercial break, as people just want to see what the outcome of Lance McCullers' outing will be. Conforto rips one single in his first at bat, or I think he got out in his first. He is on in his second. He got on with a single in his second. There is a double now. Now David Wright, very poorly hit. Out number 1. I think that should bring up shortstop, as Drupal Cabrera has made some great fielding plays so far today. And that is a ground ball up the middle. And Cabrera stretches it into a double as the throw went home to stop Conforto from going home. And they're going to intentionally walk Curtis Granderson to load the bases for Travis d'Arnaud. Only one out in the inning. Could get a sac fly. Fouled off, strike one. This could easily put away the game. It was either Darno or Walker who hit a grand slam on opening day. And that opening day was the opening of the floodgates for the Mets offense. And that's not deep enough to send Conforto. So now 2 away, bases loaded. Lance McCullers is in, but there is no way the Mets are going to take him out when he has 6 innings, no hits. And he grounds that one onto Belt at first for out number 3. So, 2 hits in the inning. No runs come of it. 3 men left on. Lance McCullers, first pitch strike. Strike 2. McCullers. Change up outside. Oh my God, strike 3 on a very inside fastball for out number 1. Brandon Belt steps in, perhaps the worst man to have up in this situation for Lance McCullers. Oh wow, getting intense, called ball by the umpire. The umpire is the man who ruined the perfect game. That ball absolutely crushed. It is foul. That would... Strike 3. Darno, throw on to first. Votto catches it. Out number 2. Not helping that Brandon Crawford is up. Another outstanding player. Strike 1. McCullers, way outside two-seamer. 1-1. Strike 2. Okay, low fastball. Oh, game. This is getting crazy. Fouled off. Crawford staying alive. Oh no, it's a full count and Buster Posey is on deck. Foul tipped into the glove of Darno. Crawford goes down swinging. McCullers is through 7. Lance McCullers is through 7 innings. No hits given up. Billy Hamilton leading it off for the Mets. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Oh my gosh. I'm even thinking the Mets hitting's a commercial break. And I'm the Mets broadcaster. Okay. Next pitch to Hamilton. Popped up. Great. That will be Joe Panic under it for out number 1. But that brings up the second baseman, Neil Walker. Here we go. Swings at a sinker in the dirt. Walker has had a great year so far. Not great, actually. 8 home runs. Only batting .237. So, not great. He's not having a bad year either, though. Neil Walker was on the Pittsburgh Pirates for a while. There is a blue pit. Denard Span dives, hits off his shoulder, and that is a 1-out single. Was on the Pirates for a while. You can see this loop hit. Span charging, dives. Oh no, it landed right in front of his glove. Joey Votto steps in. Third inning, he hit a 2-run bomb. In the third inning, that's where the only runs of the game have come. Other than that, it has been all zeros. And Votto is a triple away from heading for the cycle in his Mets debut. Yesterday I was at they're intentionally walking Michael Conforto. Alright, now I'm gonna break commentator voice. Yesterday I was at the Nationals game that had lots of records broken. 8 homers by the Nationals, 2 by the Brewers. I wanted the Brewers to win. Final score was 15-2. The Nationals won it. I actually caught one of the t-shirts that the Nationals were throwing. So, David Wright grounds one foul. Anyways, back to the game. For the second straight inning, the Mets have the bases loaded and 1 out. And David Wright grounds one down the third base line. And that will be a 2 RBI double for David Wright. Now is Drupal Cabrera. Got a single in the last inning. What's he gonna do this time? Fouled off. Next pitch. Popped up. Eduardo Nunez catches it for out number 2. There's still 2 runners in scoring position. Curtis Granderson up. He got intentionally walked last time to load the bases. They're not going to do that this time. And Granderson is going to try and make him pay for that. Show him what he would have done in the last inning if they hadn't intentionally walked him. And right now it's looking like the Mets or the Giants should not have intentionally walked him because he would have made the, thinking maybe he might strike out here. Ball gets away. Wow. That throw almost sailed over Nunez's head and would have allowed 2 more runs to come in. Strike 3. Granderson goes down swinging. But the Mets strike for 2 on David Wright. 1 out. 2 RBI double. Now everyone back to their feet. Lance McCullers takes the mound here in the top of the 8th. Buster Posey stands in. Ground ball. Right fields. Throws on Votto at first. Oh, that one was close. Now Denard Span, who ruined the perfect game off of tons of bad calls by the umpire. He walked earlier in the game. Oh my gosh. McCullers, as you can see, is throwing away from the batters. So it's a 2-2 count. The pitch from Lance McCullers is fouled off by Span. McCullers tried to get Span swinging. Full count again. And Denard Span ruins the perfect game earlier in the game. And the no-hitter here in the 8th. Wow. Denard Span. Huge props to Lance McCullers. And that will end the no-hitter and probably Lance McCullers' day. Oh my God, I didn't mean to press that. And McCullers isn't even going to get a shutout. Oh, wow. Not a good 8th inning for Lance McCullers. That is not good for the New York Mets as when Neil, oh my God. When Neil Walker dove right here, you can see he came down hard. Oh, look at this dramaticness. He just looks over, sees the ball flying by. Well, look how he lands. He landed hard. That could be bad for the Mets, as he is injured. Neil Ramirez warming up in the bullpen. Lance McCullers, hopefully he's going to be able to come back from this. But you know what? Huge props to Lance McCullers. Takes a no-hitter into the 8th inning. Jarrett Parker goes down swinging. Now Kelby Tomlinson, he's coming in for the pitcher. McCullers looks like he's going to be able to get out of the inning. And grounder, Cabrera fields, throws on to Votto at first. So that's not the dramatic part. Yes, Neil Walker did get injured there. Not dramatic. What was dramatic was Denard Span's single that ended the no-hitter. Travis d'Arnaud steps in now for the Mets. He pops up. Brandon Belt, the first baseman, is under it for out number 1. And Wilmer Flores is going to come in. So that is officially the end of the day for Lance McCullers. The pitch to Flores. Check swing. So, you know, it is upsetting to all the fans here today. I wanted to see history. I know you wanted to see history. Every person in this stadium wanted to see history. And, you know, oh well. Oh well. I'm disappointed. But, oh well. McCullers didn't get a no-hitter. Oh, he almost avoided it. He almost avoided the tag. Jose Reyes steps in. He came in for Neil Walker after Billy Hamilton's sac bunt. And Jose Reyes lines one up the middle, and safe at the plate is Wilmer Flores. Have a day, Mets. 6-1. They're checking on Reyes. You see Reyes rocking the neon green elbow like his former teammate Yoenis Cespedes. Joey Votto. That would have been gone if it stayed fair. Just just went foul. Again, checking on Jose Reyes there at first. I thought Votto had 2 today. And check swing, fouled off. So now 2 outs, 2 strikes on Votto. The pitch. And he checks his swing, strike 3. Neil Ramirez comes in. He got the win against the Nationals in the last episode. Oh, that ball to center. Hamilton gets it for out number 1. Now Hunter Pence steps in. This umpire has made some horrible calls today. But at least Denard Span didn't ruin a perfect game and a no-hitter there in the 8th. At least there was no more perfect game. That would have been more devastating. So, Brandon Belt steps in. He could be the final out of the ball game. And, oh my God! I wanted to make sure I could rob it, but I wasn't able to. Brandon Belt! High slider! Takes it out of the yard. Yeah, I wanted to see if I was able to get the right distance to rob it. I didn't mean to press that. But pop up to David Wright at third, and he catches it, and that will end the ball game. Ball game over. Mets win it 6-2. Your player of the game, of course, Lance McCullers. 8 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 11 Ks. McCullers 3-1 on the year. Matt Moore loses a game 2-2. Joey Votto 3 for 5 though. A homer, a double, a single, 2 RBIs. Have a day. So there will be another episode of this coming out later today. And can we see Dyson? You can see he was a pitcher. No at-bats, no runs. Yeah, he didn't do much. Totals, batting. Well, that's about all. Sam Dyson went .1 innings with no hits. He threw a no-hitter. No runs, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts, and an 0.77 ERA today. Congrats, he had a pretty good day. And again, he only had .1 innings pitched. So, we will pick it up in the next episode with some interleague play. We will be at home playing the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all later. This is the Mets Broadcasting Station, signing off.